Shout out. Oh, I probably gotta get a little closer. Right here. Hello, hello, hello. What it do? What it do? I think these go up. Yeah, they do. Look at that. Boom. Check. I just want to take a second to process where it is I'm at this point in time before I do a music video. So this hoodie will be tagged real quick. Yes, I do. We're out here. Yeah, I'm shooting a video. I have some homies who are gonna pull up and tag my car in graffiti.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. If you guys want to get pictures, feel free.
What are they gonna tag it with? Washable paint?
No. I'm retiring this car like this week, so I just decided to make a little project out of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys want to write something at some point, feel free.
I should have brought some red paint.
I have paints.
You have paint?
I have paints. Yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out. Yeah. Shout out.
You can tell him you met
The bondage guy?
the bondage guy.
You're the bondage guy?
I'm one of them.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Here's some puppy photos, but
Oh, that's gorgeous.
here's something I did recently. That's for my rooftop in Oakland,
Wow.
but something a little more classy is what I did recently. I tied the violin
Whoa,
to
look at
her,
that.
and
Can
then
I see
I
it?
wrapped the bow.
I've never seen that. That's incredible.
Same girl,
Yeah. Is this the style? I like the flowers a lot too.
right?
Yeah.
She wanted to hide her face, but
Yeah.
let's go. Which account, right?
Search bar, yeah. Search
Which
bar.
account? Not that one.
All photographers have so many accounts. Damn, these are. Is this
A
your?
lot more bondage.
Oh, you are the bondage guy, huh?
Look at that, hanging from a chair, upside down from a tree.
That's crazy. That's actually so crazy. I brought so I have this like sex toy outfit that
Your
I
sex toy
I do that I'm using for the video. So I'm a musician, like I'm an artist.
All right, I'm Luke.
And hi, nice to meet you.
That's my buddy Mark Sandstorm right there.
Oh, I love it.
He's a really, really good multimedia specialist.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh, it's incredible. And I'll show you this
He's worked
suit.
with Too Short.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
yeah.
Mark's been doing it a long time.
Look, let me show you.
Here,
This is
just,
my
just send a follow,
yeah.
and then that way we can follow back.
Perfect.
This is my rope fetish account.
I
That's
love,
what it's
I love
called.
the name. Yeah, it's cool.
But I also have RU Kinky.
Okay, I gotta say one after. Let me show you this. This is my sex toy outfit that I brought with me. Yeah, and I've been meaning to like.
And are you local? Where you live?
I live here on Treasure Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I took photos of that when they were building it.
I used to come
But
up
when
here
the
too.
old bridge
Yeah.
was still here. I did long exposure and stuff. I don't have any of that on social media.
Yeah.
But I climbed to the fucking top of that before
Are you
it was
serious?
open.
What?
On Cinco de Mayo. It was
No
almost
way.
a full moon. I went up there with a fisheye lens shot right over the city.
Do you have this photo?
Huh?
Do you have this
Not
photo?
online.
Okay.
Not online. That's stuff I haven't released yet because
Yeah.
I want to do it as a big, it's history.
It is history.
It's,
yeah.
the old bridge is gone.
And
I took
before it's
photos
open-
from that bridge
Yeah.
when they were taking the other bridge apart.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just, history stuff.
History shit. Yeah. I fuck with it. That's crazy.
Catch up in a minute.
Yeah, sounds good. I love the Bay Area for this shit. You just never know who you're gonna meet. So now you guys know the bondage guy. But yeah, I'm out here, gonna get some homies to pull up. But I did want to take a second to talk about where I'm at this point in life, and that is rediscovering my identity after getting my Social Security. So if you know I'm an undocumented person. I'm an immigrant I came here when I was like really, really young, like 2 or 3 years old. such a baby. And recently I got my social security. Um, Shout out to the Immigration Resource Center in San Gabriel. They have done like wonders for me and provided a pro bono worker who fought for my case after I was assaulted in college with a gun. Um, and yeah, just like incredible community work. And I think it's part of like what I like to do as an artist. I think that as community or within my community, and I'm talking about like specifically low income folks in SGV, as that's what I'm most familiar with. Um, Often the lens of our lives is dictated with the filter of survival, because it can feel like such a circus navigating being born into, uh, I guess, poverty. And those words might sound extreme, but if taking a few days off of work means you're not sure if you're going to make rent, and that plays a significant role in how your cortisol fires and how stress develops in the mind, and there's a lot more to it than I can really explain. And anyway, um, one of the things that I take grand like happiness in is providing or trying to create spaces like this where people can come tag this car up to create joy in community, because I think that joy is really, it's overlooked, especially in those spaces. Like a lot of resources are held around like recovery from impoverished states, mentally, physically, financially. Like those programs are put into place, and they have their own limitations. But one thing that Memories of El Monte taught me when I was involved with their space was that joy is often overlooked in the process of healing. And to me it's such a valuable experience, because when I made time in my life to create joy and to experience it, I think that's when it gave me a sense of like purpose and fulfillment. So that's what I want to create moving forward. And I'm looking for jobs for the first time, so if you know anybody hiring, let me know. This song is called Every Day, and it's a it references Freddie Mercury, because I think he's such a incredible symbol of resilience within the context of his time. Um, Being that he fought like AIDS, and there was no real resources at the time to help. Sometimes I feel like in my own life, there are resources to help communities like ours, but they're still in many aspects in development. And I think as an artist, like I want that to wholly reflect on my work, that those missing aspects are deeply integrated into what kind of work I create. So you'll see it in this music video. Uh, Outside of that, the song is about my insane mania from existing on a day-to-day basis, where I feel like I have no control sometimes, and I just have to accept that with grace and love, and the people around me with grace and love, and giving people the benefit of the doubt. Every day I'm letting go of the past, of who I used to be, of how I thought this life was supposed to pan out, when I believed that rushing after an opportunity at my cost, at my health cost, was the only way for me to climb out of being an immigrant and to be hopefully looked at as good enough. And I am at a point in my life now where I see that value is something I can create, and I don't need to be chasing and being a fake person to attain that value in my life. So that's a major lesson that I wanted to incorporate in the song. The song's supposed to be really fun, very dancey, because it's like highlighting that mania. The part of the song where it's like, "Mama, look, I have a gun." Not too long ago, I was hanging out with our homie Bill, and Bill is an old guy who comes around and hangs out with us. And one day he brought a bunch of guns and grenades and whatnot, and he handed me this pistol that I'll put on the screen. It looked like a Lego gun, and he's like, "Oh, that shoots bombs," and I was like, "What?" And I grabbed the gun. He started talking to my buddy Gage. I'm playing with the gun. I'm like, haha, I put it in my mouth. And I'm like, you know. And then I hand the gun to Brian, my other homie. And then Bill turns around. He sees Brian hold the gun. He's like, whoa, it's loaded. It's loaded. And I was like, Bill, like, I just put the fucking gun in my mouth. Like, what the fuck do you mean it's loaded? And he's like, oh, like, you know, thank God nobody, like, shot it off. Like, my brain, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Like, my brain would be, like, splatted everywhere. And it was just a scenario, I think, that really highlighted the surrealist kind of work that I do. And it's part of the reason why in the music video I'm wearing this, like, sex toy outfit that I've used actually for work, standing on the street at a public sex fair. Yes, you heard right, at a public sex fair where people are fucking in front of me, and I'm fighting. Not really fighting, like I'm exaggerating here a little bit, but you know, I'm pushing people off with like a fucking, what's like 18-inch dildo. Anyway, I felt like I was like a walking shelf, and I took joy in that experience. It was like hella fun to do, and it's also like part of the surrealist, like, job picking. No, like, you take whatever job you can get kind of life that being immigrant comes with. And if you've seen the movie Problemista, I highly recommend that movie because it really, like, showcases the surrealist part of being on this maze that seems to feel like it never ends. And anyway, here we are today to experience a little bit of joy and to end it. So before I go ahead and start this thing, I'm gonna take a breather, do a little meditation, pray for the best, and then we'll move from there. Cheers. I think that there's a concept in the yogic tradition, or it might be Buddhist. Actually, I think it might be Buddhist, where their idea of karma is played out every single day. And I think, if I have it correct, that they looked at time not as how we see it, where there's a future and a past, but that you live the same day every fucking day. And that's something I've noticed in my life. Like, what am I doing all this all for? Why am I working so hard on a music video? I mean, for one, I give a fuck. So, cool. I get cool points. And then two, if I don't work on something all the time, I'll go so fucking manic. And I'll feel like caught up in my room, stuck. And I think actually the reason that I'm working on this is more because this is the way that I want to live my life. Thinking about that yogic or Buddhist perspective, where I actively do what I want, even though it doesn't bring in money. And that's one thing too, right? I feel like we're in a place where I feel like the job right now as a concept is kind of being deconstructed, and we have all these like freelance side gigs, side hustles, or maybe that's just the world that I'm in. And it's a beautiful phase because there's a lot of like discoverability a lot of discoverability in this new phase. And that's part of it for me. I constantly reject my own perspective and seek out something new on a day-to-day basis. How many layers of ourselves do we need to scrape away before it's really us? And it's, I think, a question of identity at its core. Sometimes I used to think that, like, I like the color green, or I like vintage movies, or therapeutic fizz is a gentle gig general. If you even know what the fuck that is. So anyway, as I realize how those parts of myself are attached to ego, and ego is nothing just more than the self trying to identify by means of attaching to things in the world. And the Buddhists constantly try to fight that attachment to things as a means to reach nirvana. And it's really easy to get attached to things in the world. I get attached to music. I get attached to this concept, this video. Like, creating this video has been an attachment in itself. Get attached to family. Get attached to good food, homies. Get attached to things I think I'm supposed to be doing. And at the end of it, I'm not my memories. I'm not my personality. I'm not the way I dress. I'm not any of those things. I just exist, and I've been asking myself a lot lately, what do I want to be when, not when I'm older. How do I describe that? Yeah, I guess that's part of the question, like asking myself, what do I want to be when I'm older? And I am older, and I'm also the younger one. I think I've been trying to attach myself to an identity of what I think success is, rather than experiencing right now, like this fucking moment, like that was this moment, and now it'll be in the past by the time this is up. This is all that matters, like what is in front of me. And I learned recently that identity is not real. Like, none of this is real. Like, we give names to things, but in nature they're fucking meaningless, right? So like a car in nature is useless. Red in nature is useless. The word red. Solar panels in nature are useless. Like, we create things to serve us, extensions of ourselves, and tools for those extensions to work. Same with identity. Anything that we think we identify with is actually a projection of our mental state. Damn, I'm spitting. And I realized that in the process moving forward of what do I want to do in this life is I just want to live right now in the day, even though I'm knee deep into poison ivy. Luckily I have pants on. I just want to move through my inspirations and not out of desperation or survival anymore. And now that I have my social security, I can really feel confident in taking those steps. And I don't need anything to make me feel whole, or I don't need that paycheck to make me feel like, oh, then I'll survive. Like, no, like I can create that path, and I could have done it before. And for some reason, this is what it took for me to come to that understanding. So every day. We gotta go
like
run.
this one chick, when I dated her, and she told me to fucking slap her in the face as we're having sex. And I was just like,
That throws you off guard.
Yeah, I was just like,
That's a little silly.
I told her, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I'm sorry. If you think I'm a pussy, alright, so be it.
Okay, this is looking good. Let me just like smear some. Schmear. Respect the schmear. This is what they meant. There you go. It's recording. Let me start over there, and then I'll do like the 3, 2, 1.
I ate my way out of the womb. My dad definitely hated that. And what's my motivation? I'm a killy willy. What am I thinking? I always wanted to be a veterinarian. But the school was definitely too expensive, and as a killy willy without a social security number, I couldn't get a student loan. So I just decided to continue killing, murdering, homicides, manslaughters if I could. Yeah.
Do you think
people have souls? I don't believe. I don't think so. I don't think people have souls. Can you act out the last person that you slashed up? In the chair? No. What? What should I be doing?
Oh. Why? My most expensive mic. Oh, my little legs. Okay. Boom. Yep.
Talk like this in the camera?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. Let me fall at least on this. At least on this shirt. Or try to aim. Let me see. That's fine.
I want you to get hurt now.
I know, but for art. For art. Alright. Just scoot as far back as you were. Hi everyone. So in life, I was thinking about it's really important to be authentic to yourself and stop caring about what people think about you. And I've always been told like, oh, like why are you doing this weird shit? Why are you wearing this disguise? And well, ultimately, it's not even.
I didn't want to do it.
No, you have to.
I didn't want to do it.
I need you to commit to the role. Okay, and being authentic, there's many challenges in life. One of them is people not accepting you. But once you learn to not give a fuck about whether people accept you or not, whether they see you in a disguise or as yourself, Alright.
What you doing, man?
What?
Loud as fuck.
What?
Loud as fuck.
It's loud as fuck?
Yeah.
That's my day. I was trying to sleep. It's my day.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Like, what?
Alright.
You got a time frame for it?
Like, maybe 5 more minutes.
Respect. Run off for a minute of it. This is terrible music.
I must have, bro. How ironic that at the beginning of that last section, I was just jokingly talking about what it's like to be wearing a mask. And then this guy, like, pulls up on some hater shit, telling us to stop, and it's not respectful to be playing music midday outside. I guess it's not respectful anymore. Whatever. Anyway, I'm moving back to Los Angeles, and I feel like this concept is kind of developed, like the concept of living every single day again and again and again. And this last like week and a half has been so chaotic, and I don't know how personal I want to get with stuff that I'm talking about. Well, no, fuck it, because I want to practice being vulnerable, and you know, it is what it is. But this last week was really intense. My old housemate Scott passed away, Scott Williams, and I have some of his art here that I'll show you in a bit. But it was kind of a lot. He was an old man and suffered from glaucoma, so he couldn't really see. And I remember when I was like hanging at that spot, like we would just have the same exact conversations again and again, and I would just pretend that I didn't hear him the first time, because I don't want to make him feel bad that he was repeating himself. But that's just what it is, you know. And then he passed away like a week and a half ago, and I'm very much still processing. I was at the house the other day taking pictures of this space. He was an artist, and he had the whole house like covered in pure art. So Scott Williams, may he rest in peace. And my dad also this last week had like woke up with like a Bell's palsy and couldn't move half of his face or like half of his body. So it just felt like a lot. And yeah, it was like kind of scary waking up to that news and just feeling unsafe for him. I'm still processing a lot of this. I was here this weekend to visit him, and I was also working a wedding, so it's kind of like double thing. And also just like this move in my life is it's a big step for me. I feel like I'm coming back, and I'm excited to be working at a nonprofit with the homies. So there's just like little phases in life. And damn, I don't know if this was a busy bridge. I mean, it makes sense. It's like the LA River. But anyway, I'm going to be moving back. And it's really interesting. I was in the Bay Area for like 2 years, and I feel like I've rediscovered myself and what I care about, and shed those old versions of myself. And maybe this song and this like small project is kind of a culmination of that shedding and of this new self that is I think one of the best things that came out of it for me was just feeling like I can have fun again and not be so tense about life, or even though it gets hard, like I won't take that away. But I can come back with a certain appreciation and understanding of like its delicacy and whatnot. So thank you for watching this video. I'm excited to get this part of my life started, see what other bullshit comes after this. It's scary. It's really scary. But me and my cat will make it through, and my girlfriend, and my family, and my friends, and here's to reconnecting with my roots and where I grew up. So shout out. I'm gonna end this video with a message. I brought my little markers. I'm gonna leave my little message on the LA Bridge, and then we're good. All right, I'll see you at the message.